already have one. So there's a few exercises that we're going to move through and make it into a little sequence that you can do on a daily basis if you don't have your splits down yet. And that's going to help you not overall with your splits only, but it's going to help you with a lot of the hip opener exercises that some of you want to have, and with a lot of your hamstring exercises that you may want to have too. So let's get started. And what we're going to do is drop all the way down, hands from your hips, and get in a little parallel position with your upper body being parallel down to the ground. And go ahead and put your hands on your shins for extra support. The only thing that I want you to feel right now is the back of your legs getting a little warmed up. And I know a lot of times when we're not stretched in, like after the end of your workout, you can do a split or do a split, and you're like, oh, okay, like I've worked it, I'm doing fine. But in the beginning of your workout, you can't even get all the way down. And it happens to all of us. So let's warm up those bad boys, our hamstrings back here. If this feels good and you're ready to move on to our next thing, then walk your hands all the way down to the ground. Now you're doing a little bit more, so your hamstrings should be a little more engaged. You should be feeling them right about now. Lean yourself forward if you need to, just a tiny little bit, as if you're going to a handstand. So you're standing on your tippy toes and you're engaging your hamstrings just a little bit more. Stay up here for a minute, rock back and forth if you need to. Activate the back of your hamstrings. So when you rock back, make sure that your glutes are sticking back. And when you rock forward, go all the way down on your tippy toes. Not all the way, but like on your tippy toes so you feel them. The back of your leg is supporting you, and drop back down. When you drop back down, when your heels go to the ground, you're going to feel an extra pull. So concentrate on that extra pull. And back down. Your calves are starting to get engaged also. So when you lift up, you're engaging your calves. On the way down, you are dropping them and you're feeling your hamstrings. So from here, we should be all nice and warmed up. Walk your hands towards your feet. Stay here a minute, but if you need to deepen it, bring your head down for a forward bend. And there's a lot of ways that you can play with your forward bend. So you can stay here, you can get your feet all the way together, and go ahead and bring your head to your shins and hold it here a second. If you want to deepen it down a little more, then open your legs hip width apart and go ahead and interlace your right hand underneath to grab your left shin, and your left hand underneath to grab your right shin. And shake your head nice and nice and low here. It's almost like starting a yoga practice, right? That's why like some of those yogas are so flexible and have super amazing flexibility in everything that they do. They start off and just do a lot of front splits. All right, guys. So next thing, we should be pretty well on the standing portion as of right now before we do splits, standing splits. But let's go ahead and extend our right leg and get in a little low lunge. So your back knee is down. Your right leg is bent, your back knee is down, your leg is pointed. So turn around, make sure that your leg is straight. Mine wasn't. So it happens all the time. If you're not looking at it, it's not going to do what you want it to do. Your hips are straight. They're facing towards you. But keep down here. Support yourself with your hands. Now, if this feels good for you and your left hip is not hurting too much, lower down to your hands. And any of the exercises, if you feel like that's too much for you, go back to the progression that we had before this. So if this feels good, you can start rocking your hips and opening up a little bit. If not, just keep it steady right next to you. Feel your left leg elongating here. Just a couple more seconds. Okay, from here, walk yourself back up and put your hands on your knee. Your back leg is still bent, your knee's still on the ground. You're just balancing yourself, getting ready for those splits. Not quite there yet, we're just getting warmed up. Now, lift your back leg up. So you're in a little low lunge. You're not lifting anything, you're just staying here, feeling all the motions extending through your legs. Now go ahead and bring your knee down. Your hips are still leveled. They're still facing forward. Now bring your arms out to the side. So your arms are out to the side and you're balancing yourself here. If you want to, you can play around with bending and stretching your knee for a little bit if you're ready to do that. Okay? Now go ahead and bring your arms up for extra balance. Challenge. And bring them all the way down. Now, you have a couple options. You can stay where you're at, stretch a little bit while longer, or go ahead and bring your right leg straight, your left leg bends, and now walk your chest towards you. So you can stay up here, or you can lower yourself down. When you lower yourself down, if you choose to do that, you will definitely feel the back of your right hamstring. So if that feels good for you guys, stay here. Now let's go back to that first position. So bend your right leg, extend your left leg, rock from side to side. Feel the loosening here, the elongating of the muscles. Stay still, take a couple of deep breaths. And back we go. Right leg is straight, left leg is bent. You can lower yourself down. One more time. Right leg bends, left leg is straight. Perfect. Now, from here, go ahead and grab your left leg. Again, don't overdo it. If you're not there yet, stay with something that you're comfortable with and skip this altogether if you're not there. If this feels good for you, then go ahead and lower yourself down to the ground and grab your leg. This would be a little more of a stretch in your quadriceps too. Keep holding those toes on the left side. Perfect. A little while longer here, guys. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings and in your quadriceps. Okay, now lift yourself up, knee up off the ground, and hold it here. Off the ground right now. We're going to lower it down a little bit. You're already low. You're doing just fine. You're so close to your splits. Okay, now lower your knee down. Extend your back leg and stay here a few breaths. If your hips are bothering you, then go back up to the previous pose that we did. That's our last exercise before we slide into a split. Then we'll have 2 more standing exercises. They're absolutely phenomenal for any time that you want to work on your front splits and do a little bit in addition to that. So they're my go-to exercises. Standing especially my yoga practice. All right, from here, try to slide into your split. So your right leg is straight and slide in as much as you can. It's not going to be all the way down at first, and that is okay. So 1 bit at a time, 1 inch at a time, all the way down. Look at the back of your leg. Make sure it's straight. Look at the front of your leg. Adjust it if it's not. Then walk yourself back. From here, you can stay here and make sure your hips are forward. You can extend your arms out to the side, all the way up, or lay down to stretch it a little more. And play around with those variations. Go back and forward. Feel the movement inside of your legs and your hamstrings. Now for the 2 standing exercises that I wanted to show you guys. Number 1 is an intense side stretch. So remember how we had our forward folds at first? Now step 1 foot towards the front of your mat. And so both of your feet are aligned here. And all you're going to do is lower your torso towards the foot that you have in front of you. If this is not good for you, if it's extending too much, then walk your feet forward one another a little bit closer. If this is actually not doing it for you, then extend it a little bit towards the front of the mat and deepen it. So play around with your stretches. Your body's different. Everybody's body is different. So do what feels good for you today. And take a couple of deep breaths. Relax your torso. All right, and let's get ready for our last, but my favorite stretch. All right, so what we're going to do is kick our front foot forward, backwards and reach all the way up for a standing split. So walk yourself as much as you want to towards your leg that's on the ground supporting you. Walk it all the way down, extend your leg. Now you have a couple of options here. You can go ahead and hold on to your ankles and extend yourself forward. If you have somebody near you, that would be amazing for them to grab your leg and stretch you a little extra. I like assisted stretching. I know you guys, some of you guys don't, but I absolutely love it. With a person that I trust, it's not somebody that's fooling around, but somebody that you feel safe with. Perfect. Now let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is it for our front split stretches. I hope you guys have liked this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do that now. Don't forget to turn on the notification button and drop a like. I'll see you guys next time.